This seems like the end of an era, because I'm recording this from the store that we opened up in spring of 2001. And when I say like we opened up, I mean it was like me and Amy Sieber. That was it. That was pretty much our entire team in March of 2001 when we opened up this store. It was the fall of 2020, right in the middle of COVID, when I shot this video of me talking from my garage in Hoover, which many of our local customers were familiar with because that's how I ran the business for a lot of years, is people coming to my house and picking up orders. So I was doing it part-time, and it was February of 2020 when I quit my full-time job and I said, I'm gonna do this bee stuff. I'm gonna do Foxhound Bee Company full-time. So, and it wasn't until that fall where I found this place in downtown Birmingham, which was an incubator for small businesses. So I walked into the space and it looked pretty terrible. Didn't have air conditioning, didn't have heat, still doesn't have those things. The windows got replaced, got a new front door. But it was in downtown Birmingham, and I saw this as the next best thing from my garage and some storage units that I was running the business out of. Had a loading dock, had a forklift that we could share here, and had about 6,000 square feet. You can see it looks huge right now. It looks huge when I walked into it, but we've been moving stuff out of here the last couple weeks, and yesterday was our official last day of being open for retail here. So we've broken down this entire store, broken down the warehouse, and we've moved all of that. But it does feel like an end of an era. Like I remember when I walked into this place, it was massive, absolutely massive. I was like, this is awesome. Like I have more than enough space. But as thankfully, as a couple years progressed, and we just grew and grew and grew every single year. And it became more obvious that this wasn't going to be a good fit for us, and like we needed to know the next step. And if I learned anything from running Foxhound Bee Company all these years, is at one point a shelf was enough, and then at one point the back half of my garage was enough, and then the whole garage was enough, and then the whole garage plus a lean-to that my brother and I built onto the house was enough, and then a storage unit, and then 2 storage units, and it just kept progressing. And then we moved in here, and that bought us a couple years. And then there's always a next step, and the next step is nearly finished now, and we get to move this business from downtown Birmingham to Irondale, and we have more than enough room there, and I'm excited. It's like a new chapter. I honestly never thought that. I never thought that we would be here. I never allowed myself to think that I would ever be able to do this full time, let alone have a bunch of employees. It just was never something that I allowed myself to think about, because it was just so far-fetched. Because I never thought it would happen. I just kept my nose to the grind and just kind of kept on working, and I'm thankful to be able to be at this point. But it is kind of sad to leave this place. If you're a local customer, you know this place has a lot of character. It has the walls are literally crumbling. It is 100 years old. I'll show you you can see it now better since there's no debris, but all this white stuff right there, it used to cover this. Not when I moved in, but over the last 100 years, like it has like actually like crumbled off. So like you can see like all this is all just wall. So it has like that, like where I'm standing right now, like there's usually like, you can see it right there. There's like usually like water that comes out of the ceiling. There's like 5 or 6 leaks that come out of this space when it pours, and we just know not to put product there, and we know to put buckets there. It's just difficult. We don't have a classroom. I love teaching. I really, really enjoy it, and we just don't have a great classroom. We don't have a classroom. We have a lobby, and we have like a little nook right there. We do have a bee yard, which is awesome. That's been really helpful. But there's just been a lot of things that we just don't have. We have homeless people walking around. Fortunately, we haven't had that many issues with them, but there's just homeless people and trash, and loud music, and it's just not the best place to operate a business, but it's been perfect for these last few years, and to be able to figure out what we need and what we don't need. There isn't bathrooms here. You got to like meander through a warehouse to go to some bathrooms. So I'm so excited to be able to move to this new place, and I'm thankful for all the customers that have been here at this store and have supported us all these years, and come downtown even when they didn't love coming downtown, and just like people kind of like walking around, and who knows what's going to happen. I'm not saying that like at the new place we won't have any problems at all, but I do know that like we've learned from our mistakes, and we've learned from what works and doesn't work since spring of 2021. And we get to apply all those lessons to this new place. So we have like a separate retail store from the warehouse. There's not like here. There's actually like a yellow tape on the ground, and it was like, this is the store, this is the warehouse, and it was kind of a joke that like if you walk past that tape, you'd have to like would put you to work. So it's just like I kind of feel like it's time to, I don't know if grow up is the right way to put it, but it is just kind of time to take that next step and do something that I know that we can all do. Like we have a really incredible team here, and it does feel like we've just been kind of like fighting with one hand behind our back, because we have so much potential, there's so much we want to do, there's so much need for good beekeeping, good education, good equipment, and like a great place to display that. Something that I think about so much more now is like the next generation of beekeepers and people who like bees, because I recognize that you don't have to be a beekeeper to support bees. So we're like investing a lot of time and money into like teaching kids and giving them that spark that says like, I want to take care of bees and I want to be a beekeeper. And we all remember that first time we saw bees, or that first experience of getting stung. And I'm really genuinely excited to be able to give kids and give youth that like next opportunity to be inspired by bees, because if you are a beekeeper, you realize that these little creatures are absolutely fascinating, and there's so much to learn, and there's so many different avenues that you can go into beekeeping, whether it's like you like food, or you like work ethic, or you like woodworking, or you like small business. There's so many things that you can do, and I'm genuinely excited that we get to introduce that to the next kind of group of people at this new location. So I am extremely thankful for the opportunity just to be in this place with all of its leaks, with all its homeless people, with all of its like water pouring in from the outside. We've got opossums that come in through the back and whatever. Like it's it has a lot of character. That's the best way to put it. It has a lot of character. So I'm thankful to have been able to grow in this location. And I'm really like thankful to be able to show you guys the next chapter for Foxhound Bee Company. So if you absolutely love this place, you'll have to say your farewells digitally, because our doors are closed, and we are actively setting up the new retail space and moving fixtures and dusting things off and setting up the warehouse and doing all those things at this new location. So thanks for sticking with us all these years. The next, who knows what's next after this? But I do know our team is tired of moving, and we're not even moved out yet. It's like we have fixtures, and we've got all these pallet racks back here we've got to move to, and anyway, so it's awesome. Thank you for you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys supporting us, and that's extremely clear to our entire team. So we're thankful for the support we've gotten all these years, and stay tuned, because we've got more coming. Bye.